time on my own. All the places you said we go. All this pain builds within. Footsteps fade, what could have been? Finally I feel more free. The end of you and me. Let it go, let it be. My heart belongs to me. My heart belongs to me. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the final match of the weekend. We have Team Trashkanz versus Team Jump Meme. It's got a longer name than that, and by memory, it's something along the lines of, excuse me, I do not like, or nor do I enjoy being plain, so I suggest you stop doing that. Whatever the extended version may be, we are here with this final match, the Gold Plat match between these two teams. I am Peng God, joined here by companion to be hot off her prom this weekend. How you doing, Comp?
I'm doing good, and you know what? You said it was the final match this weekend, but really it's the final match of the session. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is the absolute match of the session until the next match we have is the staff show match at the start of next session. So stay tuned for that. But we have here a nice game where people can earn the golden Discord names that only last a session. They are very rare, very hard to get. You have to make it through the tournament, beat your opponent in the finals, and then taunt it in front of everyone. But into picks and bans, they are just speeding through this. They want to get into the game so fast. So, let's start doing what we're here to do and analyze this. So, how about Kled versus Camille? I think we got a nice brawly top lane here. What do you think,
Yeah, definitely gonna be a lot of scrimmaging around, not League of Tanks anymore, thank God.
Thank God.
Um, I will say that I personally prefer Camille in this matchup. I feel like she's Camille. I don't know. She's got knife legs. I don't know how you deal with that. She just jumps around all the time.
Yeah, she's just like really elegant and stuff, and Kled is just brute force. So, like, how are you gonna beat that? In the jungle, we have Sejuani and Zac. That's just a tank matchup. No one cares there. They both do a lot of like team fighty AOE things. It's really cool, and I
Mm.
mean, I guess Sejuani can lock down one target a little bit easier than Zac can. But then it's Kaisa versus Orianna in the mid lane. Now this is an interesting matchup. Kaisa is kind of flexed between bot, mid, and top. Sometimes jungle as well. But in the mid lane, he's going to be against that Orianna. And that's going to be kind of a hard matchup because Orianna is just going to outrange this Kaisa. And have the Orianna's going to have a lot of team fight pressure as well. Now in the bot lane, wow, they are just flying through these picks. We have Sivir Karma versus Tristana Morgana.
Look, I will say that bot lane is gonna go fast. Like,
Yeah, it is the speediest. Honestly, Blue Side is the speediest team I've ever done seen in my life. All they needed instead of Kai'Sa mid was like a Scion or something like that,
mhm.
where they just press their buttons, they go real fast. Each one of them gets like a Shurelya's or something. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be nuts. I'm excited to see this Blue Side team with the Cladle, Sivril, Karma, Mantra E. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous. But um, Team Ping has a lot of ways to counteract that.
Yeah, that being said, like obviously, like you said before, that Tristana, she's gonna be jumping in and out. She's gonna be nuts. The Orianna and Zac ult, if you stick that ball on Zac and you push that alt button, Kaisa isn't getting out of there. She's just dead.
hmm
Because what? Not really. What does she have? But I feel like she is definitely more of an. I know you said she's flexed mid, but like I refuse to think of her as something other than a 80 carry. So
Yeah, it's very possible that that is the case, but I will also mention that Oriana could even put her ball on Camille, and one could argue that it's even harder to get away from a Camille than it is a Zac. It's a little bit different with Camille than it is Zac because Zac gets on you, he does a boatload of CC and keeps you there forever, but Camille gets on you and then she just kills you. She melts your HP down to 0, and then she moves on to the next target, unless she's really far behind, in which case she is the one that gets melted. But hopefully that doesn't happen to Bayam Denna in this game. Denna and name. Oh God, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Name Hane is what I'm gonna call you. Good job,
oh,
then Kaisa. So Kaisa and Sivir are gonna have to make sure that the targets that are on their faces don't get fulfilled too much this game by the Camille. They need to make sure that they're protected in these charges forward by the Karma, and that's where Italis is going to have to be real careful. Italis is going to make sure that his carries are safe and healthy and ready to go. Now, I'm curious to see if Namehane goes the legendary AP Kaisa that we've all been waiting for. What do you think, Comp?
somehow I doubt it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh man.
But I don't know. I feel like it's not. It's probably not the worst thing since Karma is usually a pretty solid source of magic damage, even when she does go support.
hmm
So I don't know. I hope it's not AP for her sake. But one thing I am noticing is that this Kled took Ignite, so he's definitely, like we said, gonna be looking for those early fights with that Camille. And really, he's just like you said, the whole team is just so fast. He doesn't need teleport. He's just gonna run across the entire map. He doesn't care.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't need teleport when you can just press your R button and go across the map. That being said, Camille does have teleport, so she's going to be able to get to bot lane much faster than this Kled is, unless Kled's
But
already
they can
there.
just run away.
Yeah, but they
They should
can
run away, man.
they can just run away with what all
They're
the buttons
gone.
they want. Yeah, exactly.
You have that empowered Karma E, you're gone.
Yeah, everyone's gone between Sivir, Karma, and Kled. Like, there's no way a team's getting picks there. But for the last few seconds of the spectator delay, we're gonna send it over to some tunes that I interrupted with my raspy, scaly voice from all my casting today. Hopefully, we'll see you guys very soon. Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back.
He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shed serious. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. Is my
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, loading onto the Rift are our players. Now, here we go with a rundown. On the blue side is Team Trashkanz with one Cheetah, one on the top lane. Pax Telemanus, sorry. In the jungle, Namehane in the mid lane. I'm Denna, one of our casters in the bot lane with a pause coming in. And Italis on the support role. It's okay because it gives Comp a minute to introduce the red side.
Fantastic. So on the red side, it is going to be. I'm gonna call them Team Excuse Me, not Team Jump Meme.
Okay.
I just think it's a little easier.
We can call them Team
We
Ping, whatever you like.
Team Ping is a good option.
Yep. Their abbreviation
So-
is PNG, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we are going to be having Clark in the top lane. Your boy Kaint even in that jungle with not the Kane. I'll have to double check if that was banned. We're going to have Nim in the mid lane. And rounding that out is going to be Werfel and Pack in the bottom lane.
I think it's
Capic?
I think it's Kapak. I'm gonna be
Alright.
saying Kapak during this game. Hopefully, if I can remember that. Anyway, so we do have a slight pause going on. Comp, do you have any word on why there is a pause? I think from the looks from the map, it looks like your boy had some connection issues going in.
Mm-hmm. That would be my best guess. But obviously we are not sure.
It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but we can only assume that your boy is having some connection issues loading into the game. I will remind people that each team gets 15 minutes of pause time. Hopefully, your boy doesn't take all of that. If they go past that 15 minutes, then they forfeit the game. If they go another 15 minutes without being able to either find a sub or reconnect to the internet or whatever it is, then they forfeit the series as a whole. That would be a really unsatisfying way to win
that would suck.
a final series. We've had things like that happen before. I think twice we've had people had to surrender a game because of long pauses, and once we've had people surrender a series. Not a final series ever, but hopefully your boy doesn't disappoint here.
Alright, so looking at this, I wasn't sure what Kled was going to go. I thought it might be the unsealed spellbook just so he'd be able to change to teleport. I do know they changed it, but I feel like seeing that now, I'm not sure if I really like the ignite because I feel like in the late game they're going to then have to always have that Kled on the top side, or
Mhm.
else they'll be worried about Baron because they don't have a teleport, and it's not like they have a Shen or a TF, so they are really relying on being super fast, which
Mhm.
is okay, but definitely not as good as having a teleport in my opinion.
Yeah, and the situation is kind of tough because if Clark starts his teleport to join a Baron fight and Cheetah is expecting it, and Cheetah can just pull him out of it, but at that point Clark might be able to 1v1 Cheetah. I did get word that your boy is being forced to update his drivers, so we may see him within a few minutes or so. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I do agree that this top lane matchup with the teleport and no teleport is going to be pretty rough, especially because no one on Team Trashkanz has a teleport at all. They're not going to have that global pressure in any way. They don't have any global ults. They do have ults that make them get to another point on the map in a faster manner, but they don't have those global ults to speak of. Now, that being said, they do have just a good amount of CC with Kled Sejuani, but they don't have a lot to back up the initial engage other than movement speed and running at them. So the one downfall of this comp is if the early game puts them behind in any way, they just hard lose. The entire point of their comp is to run at you fast, and the only way that comp works is if they have an item advantage or even a slight gold advantage on one of their members, and that person can just carry team fights.
I am, and again, I feel like even if they are ahead, they just give up a lot of potential global pressure by not having that teleport. So hopefully Cheetah's able to put that into getting some kills in lane, getting ahead of Clark, because, like you said, if not, it's over. We're gonna have to see how this game goes, but I never really like seeing. Oh gosh, I just brain farted. What was I saying?
You never like seeing something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, no matter what Cop doesn't like seeing, um, we should also mention about the team fight capabilities of each team. I feel like aside from the I move fast team comp from Trash Cans, they don't have a whole lot to provide as far as team wide CC or AoE. They do have the Sejuani ult, but that's about it. Um,
Hmm.
and I mean, they guess they have Kled, but the rest of it's just a lot of 1v1 potential. Although Sivir does provide some AoE with their Sivir's base kit, but other than that, it's the team fights are all gonna be um, all on Team Ping here because they have the flanking coming from Camille. They have AoEs coming out from Zac, Orianna, Morgana, and Tristana does some AoE damage, much like Sivir does, but it's not going to be as um, obvious as Tristana or as Sivir. But Tristana is just going to pump out damage in the late game.
Hmm. And I think that might have been something along the lines of what I wanted to talk about. It just escaped me.
Uh huh.
So thank you for coming back to it. Um, yeah, like obviously Kai'Sa's gonna have a lot of single target burst, and if they ever get into that 1v1 scenario, she's probably gonna win. But that being said, really your only source of sustained damage is gonna be Sivir Qs, and her boomerang bounces around a little bit, but that's not the main thing, so
hmm
I don't know. I feel like I saw ready in the chat, so I think we should be unpausing soon.
Yep, it seems like we'll be unpausing soon. Your boy has reconnected, but it seems like his team decided to go use the bathroom while he was loading. That's just my theory, because they said they'd be right back. But we are loading into game in 3 seconds. We have been in a pause for officially been in a pause longer than we've been into game. 6 minute pause, just
Thank
talking about
God.
the game. But we're here. We are ready to go. We are ready for a brawl on Summoner's Rift. And oh my God! Look, it's the ducky. You get the stream can see it.
Oh my
Look
God, I
at
love
him.
him.
He's so cute. This is where the stream's gonna be. This is it. This is the game. This is all you need to see.
Yeah.
This is
Instead, I was gonna say from a completely unbiased point of view, I'm gonna have to say that Team Excuse Me wins because I really like that Morgana skin.
oh yeah,
Bewitching Morgana,
Mhm.
top tier.
top tier
Except for the part,
skin.
except like she throws that frog into the pot. Not
hmm
feeling that part, but
Not feeling the whole animal cruelty thing. Look at this duck. It's very cute.
yeah.
There's a pause.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you guys can. The stream can see the duck just behind the game has been paused screen. So that's good. This is a solid pause. I approve of this pause. Now, it is the same team who needed a pause since the Morgana was the one that needed it. So they
Oh,
have
I thought it.
nope.
Oh,
It was the Morgana. I heard the disconnected. And so that team has another 9 minutes of pauses remaining. I already informed that team of it. Um, so we'll see
no, it
how
was
long.
their mid laner. It was Kaisa.
Was it Kaisa that needed the pause?
Yep.
Okay. All right. That works for me.
Sorry, that's what my chat is saying.
Okay.
This is awful.
This is this is
Unbelievable.
this is a whopper of a game here. Nice to know that we started. I've been live for 21 minutes. More than half of that has been a pause. Now we get to kind of see a duck behind a square, so that's good. Um, if you can see the stream, you'll see the duck behind the square, and he's cute. He's a good boy. In any case, we're here to analyze League of Legends, not the cuteness of ducks. Anyway, so it seems like other than the disconnect, we have a nice little 5 point start coming out. Except uh, the PAX is a little out of position for it. He needs to be a little further towards the river. You are right. It was the Kaisa. It looks like we're going to be getting back into the game very soon. Um, yeah, it was the Kaisa. You did a good. You did a good there, comp. But anyway, the bot lane is in a good 5 point position with Sivir and Tristana at those entrances and Karma and Morgana at those entrances. But in 4 seconds, we are finally getting back into game. Holy moly! All right, no. The camera, no. You're on the duck. See, look at the duck. It's very cute. It's about to go away. All right. Bye, Duck. See you later. Have fun. Be a good boy. Alright, now that we are finally in game, let's see how these lanes go, Comp.
I have completely exhausted all my talking points because I've been talking for 10 minutes and we've been in game for 1.
Yeah. So there is something interesting that did happen at the start of this game. Nim did assist your boy in taking the Raptors just by auto attacking the big one a few times. He didn't use any mana. He didn't use any resources to do it. All he did was auto attack it a few times. So it gives your boy a very interesting start in this game. He's gonna go from Raptors to red buff. Cheetah is gonna get pretty low, trading damage off, but he is Kled, so he is gonna have that Scarl coming back. So that's going to be interesting to see if that works. But your boy, very interesting jungle pathing here, especially considering Pax had a very regular start. But Kapak and Werfel are just trying to grab the early scuttle, but they don't get it. That's an interesting strat by them as well. Oh my god, what is going on? Nim's taking damage too. Gets the proc from, oh god, Namehane. There we go. Namehane is how we're going to say his name. Namehane. Cheetah going real low here in the top lane, might die, but Kled coming back in, the stun re-entering, the chain, the bear trap on a rope, not quite pulling him towards him. He did back up. Pack's gonna be top lane though. Your boy is real low, might get taken out, might get his passive proc. It is for sure, but Pax is full health. Your boy is not going to be after that. Ooh, teleport coming in. Clark saves your boy from getting killed. Even grabs the blue buff for him. Oh my god, what is going on? Is this the bronze game or is this the plat game?
I feel like you know it's the plat game because if it was the bronze game, he would have accidentally teleported to the ward instead of Zach's blob.
You know what, you're right. And then Zach would have died, and then Clark would have died, and then everyone would have been mad at each other.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, it all worked out.
Yep. So, looking down at that bot lane, I am surprised that they didn't lose more. Looks like Werfel is only about 2 CS behind Denna. I was actually really worried when I saw that they tried to get that scuttle that went a little bit south, because I feel like usually that's definitely not how you want to...
Oh, a dive coming out in the top lane. Cheetah being the focus, he does get killed. First blood going over to Clark.
Alright, so that may have been a little bit of disrespect.
Yeah, a little bit, but your boy does get the kill over to Clark, which is really solid. He was already a few CS up. That entire wave going to die at a tower. You can see that there's a lot of minions into that tower. Probably about half a dozen to a dozen just sitting there, dying to the tower for free. The team does not get gold. You don't get gold for minions dying to tower, so that's not the best thing for them. I mean, it's I don't know. It's hard for Cheetah to really be impactful at this. Excuse me. At this point, considering all those minions died and Clark got a kill, Clark just went back, got 2 long swords, and rejuveed and a pink ward. I know it's not called a pink ward anymore, but I don't care.
It's a pink ward.
Whereas Cheetah has double long swords in a pot, but doesn't have that Doran's ring to go, Doran's sword along with it. But your boy, being the focus of Pax here, doesn't have passive anymore to save himself, but he's going to turn it around. Flashes in, gets a stretching strikes on them both, jumps on them, and damage coming out. Kapak getting a kill. Your boy is ready, but Nim is there as well. Kapak, good job on the rotation there, but Atalis is going to get out safely.
God, this Morgana definitely has my heart. Steals the kill, steals the blue buff. I'm invested.
Oh, yeah.
I have to see how this... Oh yeah, she got it.
Cheetah is going to get the a lot of damage here, but the Ignite going down. Clark is dead.
Oh.
Clark's dead because of that Ignite. That was a trade kill. Oh, the jumping in, going onto Atalis. Atalis getting real low. He might die to this, but Werfel going under tower doesn't die to Denna here. Denna putting a lot of damage out, but doesn't quite get the kill. He is a little over half health and almost no mana. Kapak, if you land a good binding, that's doom for Denna. Denna does just spell shield to gain some mana back. Oh, Shockwave coming out on a Name. Name not gonna...
He has no mana.
Yeah, he has no mana. Nim has no mana. I just realized there's Nim and Name in this game anyway. Yeah, there's no mana to follow it up. Your boy wasn't able to follow it up either, so did no kills going over. But there is a 2-kill lead for Team Ping here. Zach is behind in the Raptor pit, though he does go in. Name does have to flash out. The stretching strike does happen. the shield coming in for Nim. Nim had just enough mana for that and nothing else, but your boy is going down to Pax. Pax gets the kill, but Clark flashing in, slashing him with his legs, getting the kill. Nim is not in a safe position right now. Italis is there to try and get the kill. Nim having to flash over, does get a good angle on that flash. Doesn't put himself in a bad position much at all. Kapak and Warfall are coming as well. Pax might be able to get the kill. Nope, he does not. Your boy, or Warfall just hits that blasting gun to get Nim out of there. Well played by Team Ping.
I feel like this game is a little bit messier than I expected for it being gold plat. I'm not sure I liked that your boy came back and tried to repeat gank the Kaisa, especially since we knew that Nim had 0 mana.
And now Werfel's being hit up by Denna and Italis. Italis returning with the Mantra Q going down, but so much damage going down Denna and Italis. And on your point, I will say that your boy did repeat gank and got the kill anyway, but it wasn't worth it because he gave up a kill himself. And I will also mention that there's basically no gold lead, even though they have a 2-kill lead. The CS differential is so in the favor of Team Trashkanz here. There's 10 CS in the top lane, 10 CS in the jungle, 10 CS in mid, 10 CS in bot, and 1 CS in the support. Like, there's just a nice about 50 CS lead over everyone, and Cheetah just saw Zach go over the wall and farm and didn't do anything about it. Yeah, this kids is where you see the importance of CS. Oh, and Nim gonna get taken damage here. Nim doing so much to him, not gonna burn the shockwave to try and get the kill. I think he could have gotten it there if he had done it, considering Nim had 0 summoner spells to defend himself. But he might not want to burn that. But yeah, that was an interesting interaction mid, and another. They're just not letting me shut up so you can talk. We're gonna try and go in on Denna. Denna not being able to take any damage post that, but Cheetah gonna be focused by Clark, and your boy gonna try and follow up on it. Stretching Strikes does pull him back closer, and maybe not with Scarl coming back in. Not gonna try and dive it, I don't think. Is your boy and Clark, they're just gonna back up and be safe. Okay, Comp, you can talk now.
Gotta get in. Sorry, I'm like cutting you off because I want to talk. And Pax is coming. Oh my god, they're gonna fight again.
Talk quickly. Cheetah's baiting. Never mind, they're going in. The ult coming down onto your boy. Your boy is Bobs or Pop. Clark taking a lot of damage from Cheetah, but he might get return damage. No, the kill going over with the ignite. Your boy not quite getting the kill. Double kill for the Kled. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. You go talk for a little bit, Comp.
Alright, so I do like, I don't know if you guys noticed, in the top lane, they let Zac respawn instead of focusing those blobs. I like that because even though Clark was pretty low, it was reasonably close between Cheetah and Clark there. I love the bait because you could see that Scarl meter, right? He's Scarl. You could see that Scarl meter slowly inching up. You knew he was going to remount and he was just waiting for that. I did like that they didn't dive, just because Clark was so low, and I don't think they knew where Pax was, as evidenced by them both dying in that top lane. So I definitely like that they didn't dive. Now we're seeing in the top lane the advantage of that TP. Clark did just use it. Cheetah loses a little bit of CS, not a ton.
Ooh, Pax sees Clark there. Clark is out of position, but he's just going to go over the wall because he's Camille. Your boy taking 2 things at once, pretty solid. So we can talk briefly about this bot lane. There is a kill for Werfel over Denna, but Denna has a 20 CS lead, now about 10 at this point. But Kapak has evened up the CS differential on the support position, so that's pretty impactful.
Yeah, for sure. What is that? 20 gold? 14 maybe?
Exactly. But Team Ping gonna rotate for this first Infernal Drake. They're gonna spot it out, maybe with the Karma. Oh, Karma doesn't quite get it. It was real close though. And they come for 100 damage. Clark taking a lot of damage from Cheetah though. Cheetah gonna get dismounted off of Scarl, but Clark not gonna re-engage it. Cheetah, gets nice ult. Clark does get taken out by the mini shotgun. Ooh, your boy going in bot lane. Denna being the focus here. Denna get blasted by a Werfel. Werfel gonna jump into the tower. Ooh, the glacial prison missing completely. Kapak not being in range of that, and neither was your boy Werfel. It's completely fine. You got that hit him, but oh boy.
A lot of stuff just happened there.
It sure did, Comp. That was a lot of things happened on different ends of the map, and it really worked out in favor of Team Trashkanz here because Cheetah got a kill.
Yep, Cheetah got a kill. That's good for him.
But so did Werfel. Werfel got is 2-0 right now. Werfel
Yeah.
Werfel's the only one who's gotten kills and assists in this game who hasn't died yet, all the other than Kapak. Kapak has gotten a kill and 2 assists. Nim has had 0 impact on the game. He now has a CS lead over his laning opponent, but that can change at any moment, as CS leads are. Nim taking real low here, gonna likely die. Oh, the nice ult coming out from Nimhane. Ooh, that was fancy feat.
So mid lane, I feel like that may have been a little bit of disrespect because Nemhane had backed. She'd finished her wit's end, and Nim was sitting on about 2,000 gold. So it's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel good to back when you can't buy your item, but now you're dead.
Yeah, but Name gonna get jumped on here. Not really gonna be able to do a whole lot except produce some damage in return. But Sejuani is here to do the CC. It gets the return damage and the kill on to Clark's Camille. Good job, Pax. Rotate for that one.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Like it was definitely good on Pax. But I did like the initial play from Clark to try and come down there and get that because if Sejuani hadn't been there, that was a dead mid laner.
For sure. I will mention that if you look at the differential between the levels here, Clark is level 7. Boom, nice ult coming out, and Nim gonna be the target now. Oh my god, that was so much damage. The 3-hit passive coming out, but Cheetah is dive for it. Doesn't quite get the kill. 1 HP is Nim. Does not get the kill, finishing it off. Denna gonna be the focus now of Werfel. Werfel getting flashed on. Does get killed in return though, but Kapak, ooh, the stopwatch not gonna be able to do anything there. Excuse me, does get killed. 2 for 0 in the bot. Well, 2 for 1, sorry, because Denna did die. This is now
Yeah,
a 3-1 Tristana.
it's a 3-1 Tristana, but it is also a 4-3 Clud with a 25 CS lead over this Camille.
Yeah,
I
it
know we
is.
said the Camille was going to be big and was going to be impactful, but it doesn't really mean anything if she doesn't have items and she doesn't have gold. And right now, she's 2-4. She is about 1,000 gold behind this Clud, so it's definitely going to be hurting her.
Basically, most of a Coldfield's Warhammer behind.
Yeah.
Although he did spend some money on the tier 2 boots, which is hurting him a little bit. That armor hasn't helped him too much, but it is essentially an all AD team. I mean, I guess Camille or Kaisa does some AP damage, but not a whole lot to be worried about. Oh, but gonna engage onto Namehane here, but he doesn't realize it is a 2v3. And your boy is going to be the one that suffers for it. Going to give his life over, resulting in the loss of his passive as well. For not Nim, but Clark's mistake there. And Namehane is on a killing spree, 3-0 on this Kaisa.
Yep, 3-0, 3k gold up. Well, sorry, not name him specifically. Trashkanz of being 3k gold over team Excuse Me. So you have to start thinking about where they look for this.
Oh, but Kapak landing a nice dark binding, but Kaisa is just pumping out the damage, but Nim is low, takes a shot with the shotgun pistol and gets taken out. And in the mid lane, Namehane and Italis were just solid in grabbing that kill, and Nim not respecting the damage.
That was a little bit frustrating to watch as a support main because Clark went for that. Clark was 3 levels down, and she went for it anyways. God bless.
You know, you have to respect the top lane mentality of I know I'm behind, but I can outplay this.
You can't outplay 3-0 with 2 items. I don't know.
It can happen, but not in cases like this where you're 3 levels behind, a full item and a half behind, like 2 kills behind, like you're just really far behind, and the second tower going down in the bot lane, the first turret Dragon on the top lane, Denna just using the ult to get out. Solid play by him.
I like this triple Doran's ring build for Nim. That's good.
It's a solid meme. Someone should probably inform Nim that it doesn't work like that anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
I'm reading it. It's not. Are they not unique passives?
They are a unique passive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
you get the base stats from it, but you don't get the mana passive anymore. But ooh, gonna be engaging on the Sejuani, but probably not the best idea. Warful gonna hop over the wall, but they didn't realize that the Sejuani was there, and there are 4 members suddenly in this bot lane and just
Oh
tearing
no.
apart Warful. Poor guy, and even Clark finishes that teleport, not realizing that that was a lost fight already. And this is where we talked about the running at you comp is gonna happen. Denna does not have ult, but Talus doesn't have it either. They don't have their run at you abilities, but they are in position to grab this dragon that's going to be spawning in 5 seconds, and guess what? It's a Cloud Drake. They're going to run even faster, comp.
Oh no. Poor
Speedy,
guys.
speedy boys. Now, I was mentioning a champ select this comp was god awful when they're behind. They are not behind. They are 6,000
They
gold
are
in the
not.
lead. They are ready to go. They are ready to pull that trigger. They are ready to end the game as soon as possible by running down their opponents. Even the high mobility of Camille isn't going to be able to do anything against this. With a 5-3 Kled, a 3-1 Sejuani, 4-0 Kaisa. I mean, Denna's not doing too well, but other than that, it was pretty solid. Werfel does not even get the Gromp. Cheetah ended up grabbing that up, but Italis is mid again with Nim. Nice shockwave to save himself, but Cheetah gonna go in 2v1 in the bot lane. There's a Werfel not respecting it. Oh, ults him away though. Almost dies. One more auto attack onto Werfel would have killed him.
And I think if there is any saving grace for this side of excuse me, it's going to be that Werfel isn't. Oh,
Oh, that was just the proc of the.
he just went in.
Yeah, he just decided to go in to protect his Shelly, I guess.
I don't know.
That's a solid
if there is
meme.
one saving grace, it is that Werfel's Tristana is a little bit up over the Sivir, but
Not much.
not only not much, but these individual lane comparisons don't really mean much when you have a mid laner that's 1,000 gold up, you have a jungler that's 2,000 gold up, and a yeah, Cheetah's almost 3,000 gold up, so it's
It's
not
pretty
looking
intense.
great.
It's not the best game coming from Team Ping here. It's not the worst. We've seen worse here during fives, but we've seen games where there was like 15,000 goal lead at this point in the game, and it was
Yeah.
pretty crazy. But that isn't gonna happen with these two high-level teams. But you always have to remember these are higher level teams, I should say, and Team Ping here can easily grab this back if they get a victory team fight, if they outplay, if they position themselves properly and do the right things. But it's kind of a tall order at this point, considering they're already like 4 or 5,000 gold behind at 19 minutes in the game. That's a lot. Ooh, and the red buff almost reset. Denna did crit on that last one, so he did manage to get that before it reset. But lucky, 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 lucky. Oh, the engage, the Graceful Precision missing on the Nim, deciding to possibly engage on a Kapak, but Kapak has a spell shield on him. Your boy gonna go in, doesn't hit anyone with it. A lot of abilities missing here, comp. What is going on?
I don't know, I guess. I don't know, Trashkanz was itching for a fight, but I feel like it's not.
It's not gonna happen. Oh, the flash going into Kapak has no spell shield right now. Doesn't hit the Dark Binding on the return, but Sheeta and Clark gonna go at it. Clark taking a lot of damage, but so is Sheeta. Sheeta about to dismount, but the pistol, the ult coming out, flashing out from under the tower, leaving Sheeta to die under tower. The nice shockwave coming in and pulling people under tower. This is what I was talking about. The nicely played exchanges going from the top in the bot lane.
Yeah.
The mid lane, I guess, in the bot lane. Oh, but Name is on the wrong side of things, but he does try and go for it. Denna does not have ult to chase this, but there's going to be so much damage coming out between Namehane and Denna. There's just so much. There's going to be a triple kill potentially going out. Give it to Namehane. Give him the triple. Give him those big words on the screen. Oh no, there it is. Triple kill. Werfel is there too. They're going to want to go for it. Oh boy, Talus is going to be the target. Oh no. They just gave a double kill to Werfel, trying to get the hyphy quadra kill.
Huh. A lot of stuff just happened again. This is a 7-1 Kaisa, but like you said, up until that triple kill right at the end, it did go a lot better for Team Ping. And I think that really is important for them, just to see that like all hope is not lost. You do have a really good team fight. You do have a really good wombo, so it's just a matter of putting those pieces together. That even was, I think that was a 4v4 and a 1v1 going on in that bot lane, so Clark did pull it together. Cheetah may have gotten a little hyphy. He tower dived pretty darn deep, and then he got stuck under there in the Camille ult. Um, and then I don't know
Oh.
how all three of them died to Kaisa. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that was.
They just wandered into her.
Yeah, I guess.
Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, they
Big oof.
did get a little bit of that gold back. They did get a ton of gold onto their 80 carries, so he is actually now done his Infinity Edge. He picked up that second Zeal, but Kaisa did finish that Ginsu's Rage Blade. So,
Yeah, Kai'Sa's sitting on Rageblade, With's End, and the Stinger as well. And that's a pretty big power spike that I think that gives her 2 upgrades. I'm not 100% sure. No, she doesn't have the AD for the Q upgrade, but she does have the E upgrade. She's going to be the next target, though. Werfel getting so much damage on him by Namehane. But Namehane going down because he doesn't quite get it with the shield. She's going to be the next target. Your boy trying to go in, but goes a little bit too far. Flashes out of the Glacial Prison, even though he didn't really need to, because it was really badly angled? Question mark?
that's okay. No, it's okay. I believe we didn't need Flash.
No. Your boy doesn't need flash. He's got this thing called Elastic Cling Shot. It's okay.
Exactly.
So another Drake coming up in 35 seconds. It's going to be the most solid Drake. It's going to be your boy. Look at it, audience. You see it. Your Infernal Drake. You see it. All ready to go.
You said it was the most solid, and I thought it was a Mountain Drake. I was like, okay, cool.
You know what? I should have said a better meme. I don't know. I'm not good at this.
Sorry, buddy. The most explosive Drake? I don't know.
I guess it works because teams like to fight over it, but we have the teams posturing around it. Kapak is the furthest member away. The rest of the teams are ready to go. They're going to 5v5 brawl over this. I am ready to yell my heart out at this. And are you ready for it, Comp?
Yeah, because I don't have to do anything.
Makes your job pretty
Werfel
easy.
did just finish that rapid fire cannon, so he does now have those double zeal items. He's gonna be putting out tons of damage from, I guess, a greater range. So
Yeah, the 3-item power spike for Tristana is the power spike to look for, but your boy channeling gonna go in. Name is on the other side of it, but he doesn't realize what's going on. And there's a team fight going on. Glacier Prison going down. 2 members down already for Team Ping, and the rest of the people are in the. Oh my God! 3-man shockwave by Nim. So solid, but not gonna be quite enough. Nim ain't gonna be taken out by Clark and Werfel. Werfel hopping in, trying to get the kill on Denna. Double kill, quadra kill. Is that the penta? That is the penta kill for Werfel, outplaying them with Nim and Clark.
all right, so 3 items fight Tristana. We did say that might be pretty good. So I'm glad that went well for them. Now we are equal in kills. Trashkanz is a little bit up in gold, but not a ton.
And I would say that
And,
Infernal Drake does kind of boost their gold value a little bit past what it shows.
Yeah, they're pretty much equalized.
Yeah. Oh my God. Werfel pentakill.
Oh my God.
3
We have a
item.
game.
3
Look at
item
that.
Tristana power spike. We are almost exactly even at 24 minutes into this game. 18 kills to 18 kills. 300 gold difference here. Nim going to be the target of Cheetah. They're going to get pulled back. Cleanses a little too early, or a little too late. Nim going to get almost taken out there. The Ignite does get him. Cheetah getting a return kill onto Nim. Nim not having the best game here.
So, looking... I don't know, I'm thinking about that. Because at the start of that fight, when your boy Kane even just went in, tried to 1v1 the Kaisa, who I feel like kind of excels at 1v1ing, I didn't think it was going to go too great, I'm not going to lie.
No, I didn't either, but the Baron's going to be started up here. Your boy used the last casino shot and his ult to not go in. He doesn't have a tool. He can't get in to steal this.
Wait,
This is going to be Baron for Team Trashkanz. What happened there, your boy?
you know what? I feel like your boy Kane even used that, but they knew they were giving up the Baron because Clark finished his back. So
I see.
I'm not... I feel like there may have been a little bit of a miscommunication there, like either Zach should be ulting or Clark is finishing their back. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's only an 80-second cooldown, but things you need to think about.
Yeah, that's very true. They potentially could have stolen that too. It looked like Pax didn't really have a quick smite going on, but there was so much damage going. Your boy probably should have gone in to try and steal that just because the position is so even. Giving over something like that is so detrimental, and giving over 1 kill isn't a whole lot. Now the gold lead is about 800 instead of like 200, and they could have Maybe get him a little bit more if your boy had gone in, extra couple hundred gold, but that wouldn't have done a whole lot in comparison to just giving over a Baron and some towers here. Especially considering
Alright.
their wave clear is lackluster at best.
And I just want to mention that even though Trashkanz is 1k up, the entire equalizing amount of gold on Team Excuse Me is coming from Werfel's 4,000 gold lead.
Yep.
Gold lead of 4,000. That is a pretty fed Tristana.
This is an
Look at her
11-2
go.
11-2 Tristana, 4 full items at 26 minutes into the game. At this point, she almost doesn't get any better. You have to realize that when you're looking at the gold leads. Tristana can only get one more item. It's probably going to be a GA or something like that, so it's not going to add a whole lot of damage potential. This is about as strong as Werfel's going to get. The rest of the players in this game are going to start catching up, and that means that Werfel's gold lead is going to matter less and less as time goes on.
Well, I'm looking at this poor, starved Oriana that's still sitting on the triple Doran's rings, and
With
I
1.5 items.
hurting for her. Yeah.
Poor girl. Jeez, that feels really bad for the Oriana, especially because the reason Werfel got all those kills was for Shockwave in that one fight, and so that was really Nim's. Nim was the one that caused that to happen, and they only got assists.
She got a solid 5 assists.
That's very true. Or 4, I can't remember exactly the number, but she got a lot of assists. So she needs to use that gold a little bit better, I think. That's 1,200 gold that she spent. Oh my god. The Kled ult going in charge, coming in onto Nim.
Oh, Nim.
Nim getting absolutely melted. Flash coming out, Kapak ulting to get him under a tower. Cheetah gonna get eaten alive by the tower, but he does have Scarl coming in and out. Zac ult coming out as well. Werfel is now legendary. He is ready to go, but not quite doing it. This is a nice little 4-man stack. It's a 4v3, but Werfel is one of those 3. He is really solid. Your boy gonna try and re-engage. Doesn't quite have the range to do it from where he is, but he's gonna try and recast it at this point. Another engage potentially happening. Namehane going in. Werfel getting absolutely melted. Your boy going in right as that happens, and his blobs are going down as well. Double kill going over to Namehane.
You know what? I guess looking at that is a little bit of an illustration about the teleport versus ignite thing that we were talking about earlier, because Cheetah not having teleport meant he had to be here, so it was initially a 4v5. Clark did need to take some time to channel that, did get in a little bit later, ends up surviving as a result of it, so yay, he has his life, but not much else. And I think that is mainly because, like you said, they are ahead, that they are able to do that, because if this Camille had anything more than a Trinity Force, she would probably be a little bit more of a problem. But as it is, since they are ahead, it was a great idea.
Yeah, that was an interesting fight. They do get some kills. They do get a tower, and that's their 4th of the game. That was pretty interesting going over to them.
It is only 4-3 though, so the game is not over yet.
Yep, you're right.
Teams are pinging this dragon though. It is another Infernal Drake, so Team Trashkanz is definitely going to want to be making sure that Team Ping does not get this one, because 3 Infernal Drakes is kind of a party. Just not if you're not the team that has them. You don't want the enemy team getting 3 Infernal Drakes. Maybe Werfel will get another Penta. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice. It'd be pretty hyphy. He's 12-3 right now. He did die while only getting 1 kill, so that is going to be ruining his KDA a little bit. Kapak missing Dark Biting. This is another Infernal Drake going over onto the Summoner's Rift, and this is going to be likely the last Elemental Drake of the game. So this is a pretty influential one. Both teams want to fight over this. Oh, the Kled ult charge coming in. Gonna try and grab this dragon up for themselves. They do grab it up. Blue team has slain the dragon, but Kapak is in the way. 3-man Shockwave, the nice Zac ult coming in as well. So many people dying, so many people losing health, but it is Werfel that's getting kills. Kled goes down to Zac, but is getting a return kill on Zac. Werfel gonna hop in on the other side, getting his double kill for blue team. Oh my god, what just happened? There is so much going on. Oh boy, Werfel going half, triple kill for Werfel. There's a lot of pings going over towards the blue side of the map, or the blue buff side of the map. Excuse me, wow. Go ahead and talk.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I just choked.
Dying a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I just choked. Ooh.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you, my game lagged really bad, so I'm not really sure what happened.
A lot of things
Best
got killed, and it was
best
two
guess
survive.
is that Nemheim got caught up by that Zac and then the shockwave, and that allowed her to just get CC'd to hell. Best form of CC is death, as they say,
Yep.
and Warfel just actually I think it might have been Clark just ensured that that happened in that scenario because I feel like Warfel came in for the cleanup, but didn't get any of the initial kills.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit surprised that, well, actually, it's not a surprise that Werfel survived.
No, we're
Since
full.
he was so split up from the team, I think it really was just that um, Team Trashkanz stepped a little bit too far forward, and then all of a sudden their carries were dead. And it was kind of like, where do we go from there? Because Pax survived, which was great. Italis survived. Cheetah alive, fantastic. But they're starting to get a little bit tankier and not as actually ready to do damage, able to kill this Tristana. So, looking good. It's looking better for Team Ping as it goes on, I think, because this Camille is only going to get stronger, this Oriana is only going to get stronger, and because they are so gold starved right now, it's going to be really noticeable when they do finally start getting a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, especially considering Triss is now 6 items with the boots. This is the strongest Triss we'll ever get in this game. I mean, I guess Rifle could sell boots and get something else, but at this point, this is going to be it. The rest of the team is the only one that should be getting farm right now, other than wave clear. I just noticed that Warflow is 330 farm. Really solid. Easy. Easy
Yeah,
game,
good
easy
for
life.
him. It almost feels like because Team Trashcans was so strong early, like pre 20 minutes, they pretty much dominated. It almost feels like now they are.
Ooh, Shockwave going down. Namehand getting killed. Clark looking for more, but doesn't quite get it. Now they're just going to rotate for Baron because they got their mid laner.
Yeah, they can just do that.
That was before that kill. That was an 11-4 Kaisa. Now they're 11-5 Kaisa. Double Infernal Drake going to help out here as well.
What I did want to say was that it felt like because Team Trashcans was so strong before 20 minutes that not that they didn't. It became less noticeable when Team Ping caught up. Like you said, Warfel is as strong as he's going to get, so all the rest of his team can do is catch up with him. It almost felt like it was the same thing for Team Trashcans. Before 20 minutes, they had those items. They were ahead. They were absolutely ahead. I think we said probably about 5,000 gold up, and most of that was in the top lane and the mid lane. But because Team Ping started getting those items, it was kind of like, okay, well, now we're all equal. And that was when the team fighting really came out from the side of Team Ping. So I think now Team Ping is about 300 gold ahead, 2 towers up, so I think that is...
Oh, but the charge going in. Warful going to be the target. Does barely not get him, but flashing over is Cheetah. Cheetah's just going to give him the suck with the Blade of the Ruin King there. Does grab the kill up onto Warful. 16-4 now is Tristana.
That is actually really, really bad because these death timers are getting pretty long.
Really long,
Warfel's
almost a
gonna be
minute.
down for another 40 seconds.
That is going to be a re-engage. Sejuani now the target, but not going to happen. Ooh, boy, that was close.
Yep. So, luckily, looks like...
Ooh, Shockwave going down to Denna. Denna almost dying there. Oh my
Zen
god,
almost
but
got
Nim
killed by minions.
gonna be the next target, but it's gonna be your boy instead. Blue side getting so many damage. Glacial Prison going down onto Kapak. Kapak gonna be the next target for the Sejuani. Not gonna get quite the stun out, not gonna get the damage out, with the tower gonna go down.
Oh man. I feel like that Oriana ult was a little bit of too much of a committal to trying to kill the AD carry considering she's 1 and 4. She does have 3 items, but she's just not the really big threat on your team right now, so you don't want to be using that on her, especially since there wasn't like an obvious source of follow-up. Like, was she gonna get executed? Maybe, but your boy can't even had to give his life for the potential of killing Denna, and they didn't even end up getting it. So...
Denna was just like barely able to survive there. Almost died to minions, but was still able to do it. Now, there's going to be the 2 super minion waves fighting in the mid lane. Oh boy, but Namehane gonna try and get some damage onto Clark. Clark returning some of it, but nothing gonna happen. Clark's just gonna walk away, deciding to take the loss as it is.
Yep, Clark is still about 3,000 gold on Cheetah, so definitely hurting.
Oh boy. Werfel does quite a bit of damage from a very long range. He did trade out his boots for Runan's Hurricane. He is going to be slightly slower, but he's going to pump out even more damage. Pack's going to be taking so much damage from Werfel. Your boy going to engage, getting so much damage. Sejuani going down, Cheetah going down as well. Tristana just going to hop back over the wall.
Yeah,
Kapak,
he's gonna go for this Elder Drake.
Kapak is going to take some damage from Namehane there, but Tristana just melts these objectives so fast. With 2 Infernal Drakes, he doesn't need any more AD than he has. Oh boy, Name gonna flash though over the wall. Your boy looking for another engage. He's super big boy. Not gonna quite get the kill. They're gonna try and engage on the Name though. Oh, the stun even landing through the flash. Clark is on a rampage to get that kill. And now they're gonna rotate a bot and try and get this inhib too. Karma, you're not. You'll let all back here. You're done. You're dead.
Aww.
There he is. Talus is done.
It felt like that was just an example of Team Trashkanz thinking they were further ahead than they were, because they did get a little bit caught out. That did end up being like a 5v2, and then it got extended into your entire team almost getting wiped. So it may have been a little bit of...
Ooh, the re-engage coming down. Cheetah gonna get so low. The attack's happening, but not quite getting Scarl back. Your boy does get a return kill on Denna. Or Denna gets a return kill on your boy, but your boy goes down. As well as Kapak. Blue team double kill on Denna. Denna gonna get so much damage, but Werfel critting him twice in a row. Aces the team, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be game 1 of this best of 3 going in favor of Team Ping.
Yeah, and that was definitely I'm not gonna say a better game than I expected, but it definitely looked a little bit one-sided before 20 minutes. That's what I will say.
Yeah, each of those teams had a chance to win that game. They had the control ready to go, but they weren't able to do a whole lot after that, and that was the main issue there.
I don't know, like, there were a couple of examples of fights after 20 minutes where it was Team Trashkanz just doing what their comp does best, 5v4, they were just running at Team Ping's face, and Team Ping really could not do anything, but it felt like maybe Team Ping understood the limitations of Team Trashkan's team comp better than Team Ping did, and there may have been a little bit of mispositioning on Team Trashkan's side that led to that loss. So I definitely think the next game is going to be better.
I think so as well, and in a reference to the next game, this is a best of 3 series, so Team Trashkins has a chance to tie up the series, take us to 3 games, but until then, don't touch that browser. Leave us in the background. Go scroll Twitter for a few minutes while we get the next game set up. We'll be right back.
Into the light, slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now. The taste was all I needed. I feel your love, loud and clear to the end. It's you and me. I'll follow you just to feel alive. Another change. Cutting from the thoughts within. The clarity is wearing thin. Another time to dream this. Holding on to what we find. We don't wanna lose this fight. You, me, and gravity.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go into game two of the Learning Fives Gold slash Plat Tournament Finals. Still Penguin God, still joined by Companion to be, and it's still the same people, still the same teams, but we have some spicy stuff here for you. Comp,
Yeah,
how
this
you
is.
doing? You excited for these memes?
I'm pretty excited. Let me tell you. I am. Yeah. This is.
Wow, that sounds like the voice of excitement to me.
This is excitement. I promise you. Like I just don't know how to properly convey how excited I am. Okay. Do you know how often I get that? Like, comp, you don't sound excited enough. It's because I am excited, but like too
But
hyphy. You know.
to
I'm too tired.
can't
It's
get.
past my bedtime. Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
yeah, that's very true. It is past poor little comp's bedtime. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and make it 3 games, so that comp has to stay up later than she usually does, so that she gets to complain to all productions. So
Yeah.
here we go with the actual picks. Those were not the bans from either side. For blue side, the first bans were Warwick, Olaf, Kaisa, and red side was Caitlyn, Trundle, Tristana. I
I think
will.
those are both fair. I think those are fair bands.
Yep, we do have the Orn pickup, and we will have a return pick here. But Orn is just like so solid, really easy, hard to engage. I will mention that it does get pretty countered by a lot of things, but we do have a Volibear top lane. It was a misclick at first, but then Team Trashkanz decided to just go with it, and they're playing Volibear in the top lane. That's a thing.
Now you said Orin gets countered by a lot of things. Is Volibear one of those things?
No, Volibear is absolutely not one of those things. I feel like a Volibear kind of gets clapped by Ornn. But in the jungle, we have Gragas versus Sejuani. We saw Pax on Sejuani last game, having some good engages, but some not as good. So we'll have to see if he can up his game here. Azir versus Swain. This is, I feel, in favor of the Azir. What do you think?
I am not too knowledgeable about it. I'm not going to lie. I am excited to see if Nim can potentially actually do something in this game, especially since um, Swain might not be as super oppressive early. I don't know. I see Swain and I think you're gonna lose. Not like from Swain, but like I see Swain and I'm like it's over. I'm done. If the Swain's on the enemy team, I give up. Like that's it. I feel like I feel like Swain is really great, and especially seeing what Nemhane was able to do in the last game, I'm excited to see what he can do with this game. Swain was the first pick in the pro draft, so it's clearly something he feels comfortable on. Um, so I guess we're just gonna have to see what he can do with it.
I guess so. And in this bot lane, we have the exact same bot lane from the blue side, except the teams have swapped. So it's going to be Sivir Karma picked up in even the same order in the pro draft. So interesting little factoid there. But it's Zaya and a Morgana, a little bit safer of a lane than Tristana Morgana, but Tristana was able to take over the game a lot better, and that's now out of the game. Period.
I did end up banning that away, understandably, since she did kind of pop off.
Hmm.
Um, looking at these, I don't know. I feel like these teams maybe are a little bit more balanced than they were last time. I definitely don't feel like it's a if one team gets a little bit behind, you're dead forever. I really hate Volibear as a champion. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's interesting. I don't think he's viable at all whatsoever. And I'm struggling to like legitimately analyze him as anything other than a misclick. Um, what does he do? He runs fast, same as Kled, so maybe he'll be able to do something with that, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But this team coming out from blue side seems like a really nice team fighting comp with the Azir, Gragas, Orange, so much CC, displacement, damage, and just a lot of potential team fight capabilities coming out from them. But it looks like Team Trashcans has such a good pick comp and a lot of AOE with the Volibear, Swain, and Zaya. They're all able to hit a lot of people with their abilities. So. we'll have to see if each of them can do that properly. Even Italis on the Morgana has the ultimate that hits a lot of champions, so that's going to be interesting to see how that happens. Now, Comp, what do you think is going to happen if the Volibear gets extremely far ahead and is able to just clap people?
All right, then I guess I'll have to eat my words and say that he is not necessarily a bad champion. However, I think if a champion is only good when they get super fed, they aren't good. All right, Volibear, I hate him. One thing I do like on the side of Trashkanz is that they have gone from having no teleport to having 2 teleports. I definitely think that's important, especially since you have 2 strong split pushers like Volibear, like Swain. I don't, I hesitate to say that they're gonna go for that 1-3-1. It might just be a 4-1 with whoever ends up being stronger because Volibear, like I said, is pretty useless unless he gets ahead.
Hmm. Now, Comp,
Um,
what will you make me a deal here? If Volibear goes absolutely ham, pops off in this game and carries
Absolutely bonkers.
completely, like literally the linchpin for Team Ping's defeat, will you start maining Volibear?
Uh, no,
Will you play
absolutely not.
will you play Volibear only for a week then?
Only for what? Sorry?
A week.
Cut it.
A week.
A week? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll do that.
All
I
right.
don't think I own Volibear, but I believe.
All right.
Please,
How about
please, cheetah.
I'll buy him
Please,
for you.
cheetah, throw.
I'll buy him for you.
Please, through the love of God.
And
And
on
I guess I'll play as many games with you guys as you want. Like,
Okay.
if you want to play with me, good luck.
All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna send it over to a short break while we load in. Don't touch that browser for Game 2 of the finals. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, officially onto the Rift. Same people, same place, same time of day, same everything. So we're not going to bother wasting your time with an introduction. We're also not going to bother you and make you wait another 9 minutes while we have a pause because there doesn't seem to be one this time.
I think I see an invade coming.
But yeah, that does seem to be a solid invade. But Clark is going to be in that area to spot it out. Clark is not in that bush yet. He doesn't see them quite yet. And he is around the corner, not too far. He can't see them. He's AFK. He can't see them. No, Clark, you had to pay attention. First blood going over to Namehane there. That's why...
I'm very glad they did not give it to Cheetah.
Well, that's why you always look at your screen early on, because invades like that happen.
Yeah, and they're just gonna run in, stick a ward in there, so at least they'll be able to see packs starting on the bot side.
Yeah, exactly. But your boy Warfel and Kapak are right there waiting for people to show up there. But Pax starts topside. They do see Italis running past that ward, so they do ping it out. People are pinging that bush. They know to be careful. Yep. Monster Q going down, gold going over to Kapak, and now they know, they understand that there's going to be a buff trade. And with that, you just saw Clark drop a ward on his own blue pit, so they know what's going to happen here.
They know. We know. I do like that early invade, obviously, even if Clark wasn't AFK. Actually, no, let's be real. It didn't work if Clark wasn't AFK.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It wasn't awful.
They're
Clearly.
taking,
Got them the kill.
they're taking a lot of damage there for a very little damage in return. Ooh, flash burn by Kapak. Little hyphy there. Aftershock gonna do some damage to Clark. Cheetah already behind in this lane, a couple CS, now 1 CS. We're gonna play the minion farming here. Ooh, Kapak gonna get some damage onto him by Atalis, but Atalis is level 1, so wasn't a whole lot of follow-up from there.
Can you really say they're behind in CS when there's still minions in the wave? Buddy,
Not
all I'm gonna say to you.
not entirely, but I'm going for it because I want to see this full rare pop off and see you play it for a week.
Just because it wasn't an action-packed beginning as our 10 minutes of pause in the last game doesn't mean we can't take a chill pill in this game.
Hey, you know what? I'm kind of hyphy because we don't start with a 10-minute pause, so that's just me though.
That's true. Looking at this gold immediately, obviously there's going to be that 400 first blood gold going over to Nemhane in the mid lane. That really sucks for your Nem because already your opponent is 500 gold up and he ran over you last time and he has a second Doran's ring and I'm not sure how you
Ooh,
attempt
flash.
to deal with this.
Flash from Cheetah to get damage and abilities on to Clark. Clark gonna be so low, he's probably gonna flash over the wall after he baits it, but Cheetah grabbing a kill onto Clark
Oh no.
after the chomp.
Oh no.
0-2-0 is Clark now, and that is 1 kill officially for Cheetah. I think they heard my question to you and they're camping top lane.
I think they must have. I think they said, you know what? How can we really just ruin Comp's life? I guess not my life, since it's only for a week, but
They
It
just
might
want to
ruin
make you. They just want to make you miserable for a week. It might ruin your reputation as a comp.
as Comp the Morgana main,
So
maybe.
we have some damage going trading in the top lane, but that's about all that's gonna happen because it's tanks. Cheetah does bite Clark a little bit, but Cheetah pretty low, does get his passive popped, but that is a Volibear. He is going to be able to regen a good amount. He is still pretty low though, so probably not going to be going in for many trades after that. He hasn't gone back since he got the kill, so we'll have to see.
What an awful champ. Look at him go.
He's just doing his thing.
Unbelievable.
He's 1-0-1 in this lane. What can you feel?
Only hatred. Hatred, anger, a lot of things, let me tell you.
Oh, gonna get really low here is Cheetah. Not quite getting killed by that Bellow's Breath.
Definitely looking kind of close, though. I think if I was Cheetah, I'd be playing a little safer here.
Yeah,
I guess he is under his tower, but
at this point, I would just wait under a tower, grab the minions, and then back as soon as the wave's off the tower, and then teleport back in.
yeah, which may be what he's trying to do. He's gonna, obviously not gonna give it that huge wave, though.
Yeah. Pack is also nearby, so he could probably loop around for a gank as well, but that just means that Pax camping top lane isn't able to help out other lanes, but Zir going ham mid, gonna get real low. Trying to get the kill, but Pax is here too. Nim gonna get so low on this Azir, not quite getting taken out, but 1 HP essentially. Your boy is super low as well, gonna get stunned up by the Sejuani. Ooh, nice root coming in, doesn't pull him back, but flash having to be burned by your boy. Pax and Name almost taking it, taking 2 kills there, but flash burned and by your boy, and flash and cleanse burned by Nim. Nim was trying to grab that kill on Namehane, didn't quite get it, but almost. Very close.
Yeah, definitely a game of inches here. I'm gonna say inches because most of you guys are American. I hate you all.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you especially.
Fair.
But looking at this bot lane, Denna is pretty low. That poke from the Sever, poke from the Karma coming out. He's gonna be getting hurt a little bit.
Cheetah trying to get under tower and almost killing Clark there. Wow, that was a lot of damage coming out from him.
That's a fat bearer.
It is. Oh boy. The Cinder trying to get some damage onto him, but oh my god, your boy taking a lot of damage, gets killed by Pax on Sejuani. 0-3 is ping here, but oh boy, nice ult call. The Forge God coming out to try and get some damage out. Doesn't quite. Ooh, flips out of it. Clark gets a return kill, gets double kill. Oh boy, that was rough. Clark in the double kill. What are you doing, Cheetah?
That was a rather impressive turnaround because I thought it might not have been going so great when he only hit Call the Forge God on one, and it wasn't even the one that was attacking him. But maybe it was all calculated since it seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe Pax wasn't expecting that because he ended that engage with Flash, and so I don't think he was expecting the turnaround to go on him. I think that maybe he thought Clark was gonna go for the obvious kill of Cheetah only, but decided to go for both.
No, you know what? You have that power, just do it, man. Just do it.
Nike, just do it. Not sponsored by Nike, by the way.
I was thinking Shia LaBeouf,
Oh,
but okay.
same idea. They both say this exact same thing.
So it looks like Team Ping is just going to grab this Infernal Dragon. Super easy. When you have just double killed the top lane and the jungler, they aren't really likely to be down there hanging out with you guys. Despite that, despite the 2 kills going over, there is still about a 1k gold lead for the side of Team Trashkanz. So, it's not the end of the world. Definitely not the end of the world.
Yep, absolutely. But Cheetah is going to engage here. The ult coming out. A lot of damage going down on the Clark, but Clark not quite getting killed there. Not even half health on this ore, and he does have armor now, so Cheetah's going to do substantially less damage. Cheetah did start with a Bomby Cinder, and now it looks like he's going for the Titanic Hydra. That would be an alright purchase. He will get tankier and do more damage as the game goes on. Titanic Hydra is just a solid purchase for Volibear. If you are all aspiring Volibear mains out there like I know Comp is, then take notes from Cheetah this game. He is doing really well.
No, notes being taken. One thing that I do want to talk about is the CS in the mid lane. I feel awful for Nim. He had Nemheim get this first blood, be super far ahead. He is now about 800 gold up on this poor Azir. Part of that's obviously the first blood, and then there's also the almost 30 CS.
Yeah. We're getting really low in this bot lane, but Denna, so much return damage onto him, he's going to have to burn the Feather Collar, Blade Collar, whatever, to return it, but Kapak getting really low, but mid lane is the focus, not Call of the Forge God hits, but Nimhain is going to be regenerating so much health, does not get the return kill onto Nim, but now Glacial Prison is in the bot lane. Ooh, 2 flashes burn, trying to get the kill onto Italis, but double kill for the Sejuani, 3-1 at this point. Wow, that was a lot of flashes burned in 1 second there.
Alright, so that was, I guess, overall 2 for 1. The important thing is that we got Nim a kill. We got Nim going. Nim does not have to go for the poverty build of 3 Doran's rings anymore. He can buy a real item.
I mean, he does have 3 Doran's
can do it.
rings, but he is likely going to be going for the Stinger next. There it is. Called it. I'm the pro. This is why I'm a caster.
Alright, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
I also think that it was important that, I don't know, it was great that Pax got some kills because it relieved a lot of the pressure that Denna and Italis were feeling. Oh, something's
There
going
is
on
a fight
that
top lane. The teleport coming in. Cheetah doing so much damage to both of them at the same time. Pax is here as well, going to get the kill onto Gragas, and Clark going to get taken out as well. Cheetah does grab that up. It's looking like 2-1 is Cheetah. I would say he's having a very big impact in this game with how much damage and CC he has. What do you think, Comp?
I was gonna take a pause and ask if Italis was trying to 1v1 Nim. I think that's what happened there because the ult got blown and there was nobody else mid lane.
It's very possible, and Nim did almost die from that, so that is a thing.
Damn, inspirational. I want to be that Morgana. Cheetah is not carrying this game. All right.
He's 2-1. He's doing good.
He's having a pretty big impact. I will give you that though. He's almost 1,000 gold up on his lane partner. So that's gonna start getting bigger, and you do see in these fights that Cheetah is the one going. Oh, I was trying to make a joke about saying him like going bear, but it doesn't make sense because the expression is going ham.
Mm-hmm.
I should just not try.
You should
He is the one doing these.
you could have
He is
said
the one
something.
doing these big bursts.
You could have said something about he would be going ham, but he's not a pig. Ooh, hoo.
No, that's even worse.
Yeah, it is, but that's my whole job. Yay! Anyway, so we have a game here. There's almost a 30 CS lead for Namehane. Your boy is nearby, so he might try and go over the wall and get some damage on the Namehane, but Namehane has the fully stacked ult ready to go. So there's probably not going to be a lot of damage going on. There's the only major CS difference in this game is that mid lane, but it's a 4-kill lead for Team Trashkanz at this point. But oh, the soldiers coming out, the ult having to, oh my god, my brain, the ult having to be burned by Namehane. Nothing really going to come of it other than wave clear, and the flash having to be burned by Namehane as well.
Yeah, Swain is just so safe because of that lifesteal. It's not really lifesteal, it's more like draining health that Swain carries with him. I really like that they kept that part of him from old Swain to new Swain because it is pretty pretty iconic, I'm gonna say.
I agree.
Pretty great. Because you just can't kill him. What are you gonna do? You gonna burst him? No, sorry. He's a bird man. He's just gonna kill some birds. No. His birds are gonna kill you. That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Now, Scuttle Crab does go over to the side of Team Trashkanz there, so solid by them to go for that. That was very intelligent. They understood that they have that zone on the map for a brief second, so they can grab that up. Ooh, the nice Dark Mine landing on, getting pulled in. So much damage going on. Call the Forge God, not going to be able to get returned because he's going to get so low. He misses it, actually, and he does die for it. He pings himself, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know why that actually didn't work. It should have. He did.
I feel like he might have gotten stunned by Pax. Like, Pax may have dashed in at the same time.
It's very possible, but now this Rift Herald is going to be crashing this turret and taking it out. Not a lot of damage done to it by the turret, but you guys know how it goes. Now they're going to hit that eye, and it's going to do almost no damage to this turret. As it goes in, it does like a couple hundred damage, and that's going to be it. Rift Herald goes down, but in return, they're going to grab this Infernal Drake for themselves.
Yep, and that is really good for them, especially considering Team Ping got that first one. So it's good that they're not going to be allowing Team Ping to stack that one up like they did in the last game.
1-for-1 is the Infernal Drakes, which is basically a moot point for these teams. I feel like they should just like cancel each other out as far as Infernal Drakes, but I understand that some champions do better with bonus AD and AP than others. So on that note, I do feel like Team Trashkanz does scale better with damage, considering they have two
Pretty big carries.
Two pretty big carries in the Swain and the Xayah, and then two like half carries in the Morgana and the Volibear. Excuse me. Wow. Oh boy. And so like Volibear can do quite a bit of damage, and so can Morgana if they get ahead. And so they have pretty big damage as well. But on that note, so can Gragas and Karma for the other side. So it's pretty effective for both sides. But when you're ahead 5 kills, about 5,000 gold, it's probably better that you have more AD and AP than normal.
I think I might just cover Cheetah's score. I don't want to see it anymore. Too good for me.
Just put a sticky note over it. You'll be
Too
fine.
good for my liking. Thanks.
We'll do a straw poll after this to see if the chat thinks that he carried if he wins.
Yeah, did he carry hard enough?
Was he fundamental in the victory of Team Trashkanz with a 2-1-3 score currently?
Looking at this map though, it is seeming pretty dark. Aside from that bottom blue side that is completely lit up by the side of Team Trashkanz, the rest of it is not looking too wild. They do have defensive. Team Ping does have defensive wards on that top side, just so they're able to push up and actually get some minions. But aside from that, we haven't been seeing too much of the.
Ooh, but ult going in on Nim. Nim had to burn cleanse to not die there. Atalis did flash for that, so that was a good trade for him. But boy, that was rough. Oh, but your boy gonna dive here. Demonic Ascension being popped. Namehane Yeah, try and clear out the minions. They can't take the tower, but there's so much damage. Ooh, the spell shield down now. Kapak gonna be the target after this. Namehane getting the kill with Demonic Ascension. Ooh, the ult Glacial Person gonna land on the Gragas. Gragas taking a lot of damage. Not gonna quite get the stun up, but the red smite going down so they can see the vision. Warful gonna be the target, but not quite gonna happen considering where he's just gonna pop that ult and run away. Oh,
except
Cheetah
that
gonna flash over the
Cheetah is
wall.
here.
He's gonna go ham. Gonna do so much damage here. He's got the damage. He's got the tanky stats, but he is in a 1v4, and his team is refusing to help him. The Shurima shuffle into the Emperor's Divide can happen, but Call the Fort guy coming in. The ult from Zaya coming out. Demonic Ascension not going to be up again in time, but Clark going to take so much damage here. Not going to be able to kill anyone, except he's baiting his team. Ooh, my god. Denna flashing over the wall. He has no way to get back over. He's dead. Although he might just try and get out the other way. He should be fine here. Oh boy, that was real close. He's going to walk to the other tower. No, he's not. This fight is still going. Clark is at 100 HP, runs into the base gate, gets hit by it, doesn't understand how that works. Double kill for Namehane on the Swain. 6-1 is this Swain now.
Yeah, Namehame might be popping off a little bit again.
A little bit.
Just a little. He's doing it.
But we saw just how effective that was in the last game.
Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure.
Now you can take that sticky note off of your screen now, because Cheetah now is only 2-2-4.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yep, he does have an okay score. Not as bad as you would think for a Volibear, but he did go a little bit ham there, so I don't expect him to do a whole lot outside of what he's doing currently. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can carry a little bit more. I will mention that he looks like he's going for a Triforce at this point. I'm not sure. He's building like 3 items at once. He's got a Bomby Cinder, a Stinger, a Tiamat, and a
He's going
Phage.
for it.
He's just going for everything. He's not just going for it, because it would imply he's going for one thing. No, he's going for every it. He's going for all of the its. He's going for so many items that I just can't keep up with it. I have whiplash.
He's teaching me how to play Volibear.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. You should just use this for your next week.
Yep. So, looking at this, it's a pretty big gold lead, and it is only 18 minutes. I definitely don't want to say the game is over, because it is early in the game, not even 20 minutes. We haven't even postured Grand Baron yet, and 4 flashes did go down from both teams in that last fight, so I guess 8 total. So definitely could be goodbye, Kapak.
Namehane just melting Kapak, and Nim digging so low. Demonic Ascension, but flash over the Emperor's Divide. So much damage going to come out in just a second. Oh, Demonic Ascension clearing him out. Oh, Warful so low. Godlike is Namehane. Doesn't quite get the Q. Doesn't quite get the Demon's Grasp. I think that's what it's called, or Hand of the Devil, something like that, whatever. Doesn't quite get the kill onto Warful, but so low. 1v2 there. This 8-1-3 is so strong. Pulls in the Ornn. Glacial Person going onto Ornn. You're going to take him out in just a second. Clark hitting real low, but the ult coming out, the Gragas ult coming from your boy, saves, and blue team's turret is destroyed. That's the bot inner. Mid inner is going down with the rest of the team as well. Cheetah just split pushing on this Volibear. Solid game plan coming out of them here. They are 11 kills in the lead, 10,000 gold in 20 minutes. Really, really strong by them.
Yep,
And another
here
Infernal.
They're going to get their second Infernal, yep. I do like from Namehame this Rylai's instead of the Zhonya's. I know that Zhonya's is usually what a Swain wants to go, but I like it because it's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot more offensive.
It's
Since
it's
he
aggressive,
is so far
yeah.
ahead, he doesn't... Aggressive, that's the word I
Yeah.
was looking for.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Pax did just pick up that Knight's Vow. It better be going on to Cheetah. That's all I can say.
Exactly. Cheetah is clearly the carry of this game. He finished his Triforce. He looks like he's going to finish in Sunfire Cape next. I don't think he cares about the Titanic Hydra just yet. He really only needs the Tiamat for wave clear, which I can respect. I understand it. That being said, we do have a solid gold lead here from Team Trashkanz, but we saw them have a gold lead last game and then throw it away due to poor team fighting. So they need to be on the same page. They need to understand what they need to do in team fights, and that's literally just like support Namehane in this. Pax is pretty low, so he's going to have to back here before the Baron. but they don't have vision of this. Oh, Namehane gonna get the kill onto Nim, except the stream of shuffle. He's him on the wall. Namehane gonna try and engage with Demarcus Central going down, except Biome Denna's gonna get re-engaged at the top side, trying to take out the 2 tanks. Legendary is Namehane, doesn't get the kill yet, but Werfel does go down, but the 2v1 onto Denna is gonna take him out, but Namehane in response 1v2s basically in that jungle by the blue buff. Gragas gonna go over the wall and take the blast gun, doesn't die, but Namehane so far ahead, basically a god at this point, while the entire time Cheetah was pushing the bot lane. Pops the ult to try and get a kill onto Clark, but Clark has the Bramble Vest, gonna take so much damage from this Volibear. The Shrima Shuffle and the Emperor's Divide takes him out. The Flash Chomp coming in, not quite gonna get the kill. Oh, Cheetah going down, didn't have the passive to heal him up. But Namehane is there to pick up the kill. Legendary is him. Ooh, nice ult, but misses just barely. Yo boy, doesn't quite get it. Namehane gonna get taken down, finally a shutdown onto Namehane. A lot of gold going over toward the side of Ping after that. That was not a worthwhile
That
trade.
bounty was 700 gold.
Yeah, that was nuts. Each person
Holy
got
cow.
about 120 gold.
Yeah, that was. That's definitely that's good for them. Definitely.
That was
no doubts about it.
ridiculous. Yeah, that was absolutely nuts.
If anything, I think it gives time for Denna's ult to go back up. I didn't get a chance to talk about it when that 1v2 actually did happen, but I feel like if you're facing down 2 tanks and your team isn't around you, you probably shouldn't bother going for it, because now they're going for Baron and you don't have your ult and nobody knows anything because your carry's down because Volibear is being a Volibear.
Call the Forge Guy gonna go out. Cheetah is engaging, but it's a 1v5 right now. Cheetah gonna be taking so much damage. The passive comes out, but not enough to save him. Nim is on a killing spree. 5-2-0 is the 0 at this point. But Denna gonna be up. He does have the blade, the feather collar blade thing ready to go. Clark gonna be taking damage now. Kapak gonna be taking a lot of damage from Atalis. 4-man root coming in from Atalis. Nice kill, double kill from Denna, getting a returning kill, and this is going to be the Baron going down at this point.
That definitely seems like... That felt like it could have been the same fight as we saw in the first game, where it was right on the cusp, a little bit after 20 minutes. It looked like it could have gone so close either way, because it did start with Cheetah going down, Pax was pretty darn low, Denna wasn't looking super great, and Talus was
Werfel.
very low. Oh, bye Werfel.
Werfel just gets killed by Namehane there because, you know, Namehane has the as you mentioned, the slowy rod thing. Wow, my brain is just not working today. Oh.
Oh, Denna. Oh, Denna.
I wish I could question mark ping him right now.
Yep.
Denna is a caster, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Smile.
Anyways.
To be fair, Namehane could have rotated over, but he just stayed around that area and didn't do any damage to the Baron. So, anyway, go ahead.
So it did feel like that fight could have almost been the turning point. You know, when Werfel got the pentakill and no one was really sure how he got the pentakill, except this time he only has 1 item and he's Sivir. It felt like it was so close, because Nemheim wasn't there, he had just died, so I think that's why it started off as going not so great for him. If he had been like 2 seconds behind, that fight would have been completely different. So even though it didn't go so great for them, and this whole game isn't going so great for them, their Team Ping is now 12,000 gold down, and a Baron.
Yeah.
I definitely think there was potential for it to be good.
I agree. Namehane is now 13-2, and I want to point out, Azir still hasn't bought his second item. He's gone back and just hasn't bought it. He bought tier 2 boots. This is where we have to...
He has 2,000 gold in inventory. What is he doing?
Yeah. He just didn't buy an item because guess what? He spent 800 gold on 2 other Doran's rings. I understand you're in the poverty build, but it's not a good idea to build... I'd say it's not a good idea to build any more than 2. Even if you're desperate. Like, I understand it's a solid item to get. You're probably going to sell it later, but at this point, you just need to get items. You don't want to have 3 Doran's rings in your inventory. It's not good to rely on that. He does pick up the Morellos, but he's on 2 items, whereas Namehane is on 3.5. You just have
Yeah.
to think that if he had just not bought two of those Doran's rings and bought like a blasting wand instead, he'd be in a much better position.
Yeah, and I do think that two Doran's rings is okay, especially when your lane opponent gets first blood. You really need to get yourself some early stats, but like you said, the two doesn't, like, getting all three doesn't feel good. I think it would have been better off getting even a component of something.
Yeah, I will mention now that it wasn't a mountain was a mountain drake going over towards the side of Team Trashcans. Hopefully, we see them put that to good use on towers.
I'm sure they will.
Yep. Namehane gonna do so much damage here. Demonic Ascension going down. Kapak taking so low, he's probably not gonna pop the ult. Flashes over the wall. 1v2, 1v3. These tanks at this point, so much damage. Is Namehane? Oh my god! Call of Forge God coming out to try and defend himself. Double kill before the Call of Forge God return damage can go through. We're gonna be the next target of Pax. Pax gonna try and go in a little bit further, but not able to do the rest of damage. Nim, 1 HP, does get taken out by Namehane, 1v4 at this point. But look at this, Cheetah has been in the bot lane that entire time, grabbing up the inhib. Oh, Baron buff, Werfel just getting smacked down by this Volibear. That was a 0 for 4 in favor of Team Trashcans, and it looks here, comp, like we have a series on our hands. It looks like Team Trashcans, yep, they surrendered, it did ping, so Team Trashcans is taking us to a game 3.
Oh man, like, I honestly do not know who has the edge, because um Team Trashcans did not want to pick that Volibear. They wanted to pick something else, and they won with a troll pick. It was a troll pick. They won with it. So I really think it could go either way here.
Yeah, I think so as well. But for now, we're going to send it over to a quick break while we get the third and final game of this session prepared for you guys. I hope you're ready for a game 3. Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back.
Waiting, I'm hoping that you set me free. Can't take the pressure you hold over me. I'm falling, I'm fading, I'm losing my mind. Can't take the pressure and leave you behind.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The final game of the season, of the session, of this match, of Learning Five's March session. This is game 3 of the Learning Five's Gold Plat tournament uh, bracket. Uh, this is the final game that determines who gets the coveted golden name for a session. That's the highest honor anyone can receive on the Alerting Fives Discord server. From the 2 games that we saw, Comp, I'm very excited to see this third one.
Oh, for sure. They're both so close.
And holy cow, we're going to see a nice draft coming out from both of these teams. We already know, Comp and I already know what these picks are, but Cheetah is going to bait us a little bit here and a bunch of stuff until he picks the appropriate Kale. They misclicked and picked Nasus at first, but it is actually a Kale. They banned Nasus because memes, but what they actually banned in the first phase was Caitlyn, Azir, Kaisa, whereas Red Side banned Swain, Sejuani, Olaf. Now, I can understand that, considering Namehane went absolutely bonkers on Swain. Paxis played Sejuani 2 games in a row, 6-month Trundle, and Olaf was probably his second pick. And Caitlyn, Azir, Kaisa. Caitlyn and Kaisa pitching out the Caitlyn at the very least pitching out the AD carry position, Kaisa pitching out a bunch of stuff. Nim's Azir was pretty solid as well. It's kind of like the hope for their team. Warfall wasn't doing very well last game, but we have the picks coming out for the rest. Trundle Skarner, they're pretty evenly matched. They both do a lot of damage. They both get pretty tanky. Now Zed Xerath, I say this is a matchup that heavily favors Zed, especially if the Xerath doesn't. I can't predict where Zed's going to go very well if he doesn't understand how Zed plays. It can be very, very hard for the Xerath to get any sort of advantage in this lane. That being said, the other two bans for blue side were Shen and Orianna, not Darius Udyr. And for red side, we had Anivia Kled, not Misfortune Ezreal.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You know what? You keep saying misclick this, misclick that. I don't think they're actually misclicking. I think they are just wanting to throw these games. So they're like, we're going to pick a garbage champion such as Volibear. We're going to pick a garbage champion such as Nasus. They are really trying to lose these games. And
to be fair, they picked an even more garbage champion in Kale, so that works out better.
That's true.
That being said, we do have Tristana yet again. Werfel's Tristana specifically was hands down the biggest winning factor for them in the first game. So switching it over to Denna in the third game, we'll see if Denna can use the same effect that Werfel did, but I'm not sure. Werfel didn't really have much of, if any, impact in the second game on Sivir, and so we're gonna have to see if they can do anything about that. But Atalis' Morgana in that second game was absolutely nutty. I was thoroughly impressed with the amount of roots and good ults he was getting off there. Kapak Zulu we haven't seen yet, but I'm sure it'll be pretty solid, just like most of the Enchantress supports. Now, let's talk briefly about this top lane, Kayle versus Galio. How do you think this lane is gonna go, Comp?
Well, Kayle is a little bit of a joke, so I'm going to give it to Galio.
Nice in-depth analysis there. I appreciate that. Anyway.
Yeah, that's really it. I don't know, like, in terms of, like, everything, literally everything, Galio outclasses Kayle. Galio has the little bits of fighting potential in the actual lane. Galio has the roaming potential. Not only do you're going to have pretty much not two global ults, but two fairly large range ults within that Xerath and within that Galio. So even if they aren't in the lane causing trouble, they can still be there. They can still have that effect. So that's going to be pretty massive. Yeah, like you said, Kayle is kind of a meme champion. So.
Now keep in mind, Kayle does melt through the faces of the enemies if she can get a few items in her. And I feel like that can be a turning point for their team, because she can just ult herself if the Skarner ults are in, and survive any damage they do while she's ulted. And then her team can kind of back her up with the Trundle Pillar and the Morgana Black Shield as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how the team plays around it. I'm not sure how much experience Cheetah has on this Kayle. And so that's going to be pretty interesting to see. Now, keeping in mind that, we also have Zed, who can be extremely oppressive in the mid and late game, just taking out the carries, especially of Xerath and Sivir. They're both really squishy. Sivir does have the spell shield, the ult damage proc, but still getting onto Sivir is really easy. But Xerath has basically nothing in the late game, like maybe a Zhonya's, but that's it.
Well, I do definitely like the synergy between the Kayle ultimate and that Black Shield. Like, if you stick those both on Zed, that Zed is never dying. Like, he's going to be able to go in, he's going to be able to cause so much trouble, because I think Kayle ultimate is 2 seconds of invulnerability, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when it's that Zed that's smacking on your face.
Yep, that's true, but we're going to give ourselves a little bit more time in this game to get hyped up for Game 3 of the NA Gold Plat Tournament Finals. This is it. This is the last game. We're going to send it over to a real quick break while we load in. We'll see you in just a minute.
You want it, and I know it could be perfect. I know it would be worth it. We'll be everything you want it. You want it, you want it, want it, want it, want you want it, want it, want it, want you want it, want it, want it, want you want it. I tell you a story about me and you. Out on the water, surrounded by the blue. They scream that only I'll be saved. They tossed off the line, but I just let it float away.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The final game, the final test of skill for these two teams. We still have me, we still have Companion to be, we still have Team Trashkanz, and we still have Team Ping. But this is it. This is do or die for these teams. This is basically a best of one to see who gets that golden name for an entire session. Now, there is another 5-man stat coming out, but it feels like Ping is going to be able to smell it out a little bit, but we'll see how they can do it. They did put a ward down on that entrance to that red side jungle, so we'll see if they can get around it. Now look at this. They're going to go in. They are spotted out here. All 5 members spotted out.
Oh man, level 1 5v5? Oh
Mhm.
no.
They're going to sit around that tria bush. No one knows exactly where they went. You can see if you toggle the red side's map that they don't know exactly where they are, but the arc binding coming out. A lot of fighting going down. 5-man taunt. Oh my god, Clark getting so much. 2 kills going over to red side already for Team Ping. Namehane had to flash over, but Kapaku chasing him down. So much damage on the support. Dark Binding gonna land, but my god, that taunt from Clark was basically what won them that early game fight. That just allowed them to do so much damage to all members of Team Trashkanz there.
Yeah, that really just changed everything.
Yeah. 2 kills going over in that little engage was actually surprising that it was only that much. But that being said, holy cow, that's a kill going over to the Zerath and a kill going over to the Sivir. The Sivir, I feel, is going to be able to use that a little bit better than the Zerath, especially because the laning opponents are a little bit different, especially because Kapak is going to be able to help him utilize that gold lead better. I feel like Zerath is just going to be able to die over and over again after level 6, but we'll have to see how that plays out at that point. But yeah, that was a Hyphy level 1 there, Comp.
Yeah, that was pretty darn fantastic. I didn't think it was going to go as well as it did, especially since I believe Werfel took the Morgana binding to the face.
Yeah, he did.
I feel like I almost think Kapak could have killed Nemheim if she had taken Ignite. I'm not a huge fan of taking Exhaust on supports anymore, I'm not gonna lie. I do understand why we've taken it, since, you know, the Zed obviously is going to be diving in there on your face, but I feel like it got nerfed fairly recently, just to the point where it isn't really something you want to be taking anymore. I definitely wouldn't have taken it on this Morgana.
Yeah, the Morgana shouldn't have taken it. I feel I agree with you on that. I can understand why Kapak would take it, especially with the Zed going to be going in and trying to get a lot of damage and trying to one-shot your carries. But that's about the only person in this game I feel it would be okay on. The rest of the people, a lot of damage going on to Cheetah in the top lane, chunking him. It is Clark, but Cheetah is going to be able to sustain through that with the extra potions. Or with the potions that he has, and going to be putting a lot of damage onto Clark. He did take that press the attack, so getting so much damage onto Clark is going to be really important, especially considering Clark is lower on mana than he is.
And you know what? Something I did not talk about while I was complaining about Kayle being a garbage champion is, of course, that kind of ranged versus melee matchup. I know she has to spend mana to be ranged, but it is still something to think about, especially considering Clark can just dive in there and get that much burst. Like you said, Cheetah is going to be wanting to get those little auto attacks on him, and maybe, I don't know, I almost feel like it's better that Kayle was picked into the Galio, because Galio wants to be dashing in towards Kayle, so Kayle may even just be able to get those straight up auto attacks, not gonna need that to spend that mana to get those autos.
Now, we have here a nice little start from, you know, honestly, each player is playing this matchup really well, except Clark is kind of on the wrong side of this. Cheetah is just going to be able to hit him up as he leaves, but Cheetah's taking a lot of damage from both Clark and the minions. He's real low. You can't underestimate the minions at this point, especially considering there's another wave coming in.
And you know what? I have just realized this is the first game where Ping has not lost immediately.
Yeah, they're doing well right off the bat with that counter 5-man. I will mention on the other hand, Galio is the reason why Doran's ring was changed. Uh, so he still built 3 Doran's rings.
What a man.
What an absolute unit in this top lane is Clark. I will mention that if this had been old Doran's ring, ooh boy, that's a lot of damage going on. But if this had been old Doran's ring, this guy would have just won. But Namehane is going to be taken so low, not going to be able to get any return kill on Nim. The Nim still had barrier as well, so Namehane just was not getting out of that.
Yeah, and Name Him still had a splash missing from that level 1. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. No, it does. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so he still had that flash missing from that level 1 5-man engage. So it was. He had no way of getting out of that. He was pretty doomed.
Yeah.
He was dead. He was gone. Nim, thank God, this poor mid laner has gold.
Yes,
Doesn't
finally.
have to go for the triple Dorans. Goes for that Seeker's Arm Guard. I like starting that instead of what I feel like he's probably gonna go Zanya's first item. So I definitely like starting with that one just because it gives you a little bit of extra armor into this super oppressive Zed that you're gonna be facing. And Team Ping right now is what, 2,000 gold up?
Yeah, but we do have a gank in the bot lane. The Trundle coming in trying to get some kills, but Kapak getting taken out by Denna. Denna's going to be a lot of damage onto Werfel now. Werfel on the wrong side, he's going to flash over the wall, but he fails the flash. Werfel getting taken out by Namehane, who just roamed down to grab that kill. That was a little bit of throw by the bot lane of Werfel and Kapak. They didn't even have it warded down bot. I don't know why they pushed so far forward.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't call it a throw just because it is only 6 minutes into the game, but they should have been a little bit safer, especially knowing that you just killed Namehame and you don't know where he is.
Yep, exactly. Namehane did grab a kill up for himself that is really impactful, considering a Zed that's ahead is one of the most dangerous things in League of Legends. He's so hard to catch, so hard to kill. By the time he ults in and kills someone, he can usually just teleport back, or I guess it's a blink, I guess, back to his ult, back to his original shadow. Even then, like, it's so hard to kill him in the first place, but Pax is going to walk up and try and smite it, doesn't quite get it. But your boy is just going to be able to walk away with that now. They've kind of evened up the gold lead a little bit. It's still about 1,000 gold lead, mostly in this mid lane, but they did help out a lot with that. Ooh, Clark going to get some damage onto him. Denna trying to get some a kill out of that, but he doesn't decide to block the charge coming out from Clark there.
I am a little bit curious about this decision to swap lanes here. Oh, but it looks like we might be diving.
Yeah, Cheetah's gonna get dove. He does get suppressed right as he can, but he gets the ult just before. Oh my god, he's gonna get a double kill. Not quite. Your boy doesn't get the kill. He was trying to save, trying to give the kill over to Werfel there, but Werfel doesn't quite get it. But Nim, I mean, the next target does hit the blast cone. Pax trying to get over the wall, does get over. Nim does get over, but boy, that ult coming down onto him has to burn the stopwatch to save himself for just a second. Doesn't quite happen though. The Ignite gonna tick down, and Namehame gets the kill onto the Zerath.
That was a super unfortunate dive in the top lane right there because Kapak, I feel like looking at his health total, I wouldn't have thought he died because he did get killed by the turret. I wouldn't have expected him to die from that turret shot, and I feel like he did not expect to die from that turret shot.
Oh,
obviously.
the flash though. Clark gonna get the kill on the Namehame. Namehame tried to dodge it out, but does not quite get it. The question mark ping is going out there.
Yeah, and I definitely love that play as well because you know that if you let this Tristana Morgana push up, you are just going to get dove, you are just going to get killed. So why not try and turn it around? You are super strong. You are, I guess, 0-2 at the time, but you do have your triple Doran's rings, so you are doing stuff.
I guess so, but I'm really curious as to why they decided to lane swap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clark was doing really well against Cam on the top lane, and Werfel and Kapak were doing alright against Denna and Natalis. There was no like real reason to have them switching around and doing stuff in other lanes.
Now
But
they lost, because I'm pretty sure it was Team Ping that initiated it, and now they've lost their bot lane turret for pretty much free. So I don't know. I guess it wasn't necessarily for free. They did get a kill onto Team Can's mid laner, but it's turret for a middle laner, eh, iffy at best, especially since it's first turret.
Yeah, that was a really interesting decision by them. They probably could have just left the original lanes and been fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to try and push their lead, wanted to try and shut down Cheetah, even though Cheetah wasn't really ahead. I don't know. I can't explain it. So, looks like they are going to stop Team Cans from trying to take that Rift Herald. A fan of that one for sure. I don't know. What's going on? Nim looks like he's pretty close to his Anyas. He's going to be wanting to finish that up as soon as possible because anything to stay away from this crazy Zed. Haven't seen any big flashy plays yet, but I'm sure they're going to be coming as soon as Zed finishes, I think, Duskblade probably first. Or maybe Ghostblade.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure what he's going to get here. He's not going to get a lot of flank stop potentially, but it's kind of a toss as to what he grabs. But now you see the 2v2 matching top side. We'll hopefully see the 1v1 of the top laners, but your boy going to try potentially not get caught out here. But Hero's Interest coming in to try and kill him, but oh my god, there goes Pax getting melted by the 4 members with the Hero's Interest. I don't think that was entirely necessary, but it looked really cool, so I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I didn't really get to talk about earlier that I did was this Trundle into Skarner matchup. I feel like normally when you pick Trundle, you are expecting him to come in, be up in your face, be stealing your camps, and pretty much dueling in the jungle. But I feel like Skarner, I don't have the pro draft up, so I'm not sure what the order was picked in, but I feel like Skarner is... Actually, I guess they kind of... Not they counter each other, but they are both sort of... They both work the same way in that aspect, so it's not going to be one getting out-dueled by the other. So they're definitely...
Oh boy, your boy gonna get taken down by Denna. They're basically for free, except they get the tower in return. That is almost worth it because now it's ejected off the map, but the Rift Tower gonna be going down after that. Denna is 2-0 on this Tristan. I'm probably gonna be able to carry this game after he gets a few items, but this is gonna propel him towards those that 3-item Tristana power spike we were mentioning in the first game.
Werfel does just finish his first item, so he is going to be going places with that. But gold is completely even, kills are completely even, towers even. This game is close, really, you know?
It
like,
really is. But now you have to think about where the gold is on each of these players. We have 2 kills on Nim, 2 kills on Werfel, 2 kills on Namehane, and 2 kills on Denna. 1 kill for each of the top laners, and the junglers are like moderately feeding. Like, this is just like such an even game. All it's gonna take is a victorious team fight to snowball this game out of control for either team at this point. I feel like each team has the tools they need to just carry a single team fight to a victory from there directly.
Oh, for sure. And one thing that I am noticing, looking at looking at this gold rather, that is pretty important, is that the lead for Team Ping's team is on Clark. The lead for, well, not even the lead, just the player that is the most ahead on Team Can's team is Italis. Not that you don't want your support to have gold. I feel like pound for pound, early gold on supports is definitely a good thing, but it's not really when it's the enemy top laner that's fed. You know, like, is Morgana gonna be able to 1v1 this Galio? No. Not really optimal there.
You have to also remember that it's not even the Morgana getting kills. Morgana just has 4 assists. She's been involved in more kills in this game than anyone, other than your boy himself.
Clark. I was gonna say Clark himself too.
Oh yeah, Clark as well. So Clark and your boy have been involved in 4 of the 5 kills, but so has Talus. So Talus has the added advantage of having that GP10 item as a support. So that's kind of where you see the extra little bit of gold gain there. He's also had a lot of chances to hit the opponents and get extra gold from that. So that is a good point to make, that supports are good to have money on early, because they can buy more wards, get more vision, and snowball an advantage to get even better. But Werfel is there next to Cheetah trying to get taken out. But the ult coming out from Kapak, Cheetah's not respecting it. Trying to get taken out by both of these bot laners. Not going to quite get the damage out, not going to quite get the kill. Just going to fall to the Blade Mistress.
I respect Kapak not wanting to steal that
Predator
because
going in, the ult coming in suppressed is the Trundle, but the stun going to come out in just a second. Nice stun. Kapak going to try and the assist with onto Werfel, is on a killing spree, 4-1 on the server, much better than last game.
dang, and that synchronized emote, thumbs up. I hate it. Wow. Lulu, awful.
It's so BM because
Just fills me with rage.
it's so BM because Lulu just kind of sat there and pressed buttons on our allies and one on our enemy, and then
Look at that, they won.
people died. Yeah, imagine that. What a shock.
Gosh. What a terrible champion.
Must feel great to be effective. But anyway, that was kind of hard by Pax there because he's been on Sejuani last 2 games, so I can see where he's having an issue changing his style. Oh, you didn't want to stop all 3 of the people from backing. You just wanted 1. Oh boy. She had to get a
See,
little
that's
hypey.
the downside of Kale.
Yeah, just
Just
only
does
being
that.
able to stop 1 person from backing is rough. I know.
Or no, other way around. Being able to stop
Oh yeah.
all of them from backing.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm a great person. I do the talk.
I'll say reading comprehension, good.
Yes.
And so now, with that, Werfel is actually able to finish this static shiv up. So now, he is sitting on 2 items, and Denna has a solid 0.
Yeah, not even a full item. He decided to go for the Zeal over finishing his Infinity Edge. Now, this is pretty typical for Trashkanz to do. Oh, the flash coming in. Italis wanting to go ham on a Nim, but Nim going to flash out himself and use the barrier as well. But Italis getting so low, it only takes 1 of the Arcane Barrage. Not the Bio-Arcane Barrage, that's a Kog'Maw ability. But your boy going to finish off that kill onto Italis. Ooh, boy, so much
That was-
damage.
Yeah, that was definitely a little greedier than I usually like my Morganas, because I feel like if you're going to flash ult, you have to flash and then immediately ult, not
Oh, the flash taunt coming out. Cheetah getting really taken really low. He can't ult in time. The suppression coming out onto Denna. 2 kills going over to the side of Team Pink and to grab that outer tower and that inner tower directly afterwards. Although they don't have the minions for this, and Werfel is hitting that cannon minion. I can respect it. He wants that gold in his pocket, but he needs to get this tower really quickly and not delay, because now they're taking another 2-man taunt. Pack's going to be taken a little under 3/4, whereas Nameheim was taken real low there.
Yeah, and this game has just been cracked open for Team Pink, because that's 5 kills up now. They're 5k gold up now. Nim has kills, Werfel has kills, pretty much everybody. Obviously, you want to have gold on the players of your team that count, and I feel like the first 2 games, it was definitely very centered on the top laner and the junglers. Well, this time, it's on the mid laner, it's on the AD carry. They are doing damage, and they're the people you want to do damage.
Mhm.
So this is... They could not ask for a better scenario, I think, in this case, because half the kills are on your AD carry.
Yeah.
Half the kills are on your AD carry, who is Sivir, who needs to get items, who needs to run through the enemy team.
Yeah, it's a really solid game plan that they've got going on here. They're able to handle themselves much better now. Last game, you saw Werfel not do very well on the server just because he didn't have those kills, he didn't have that gold, but now he's at 2 full items, able to handle himself in these team fights, able to put out the damage on the sustain that he needs to try and get these kills. And we also see Nim actually having a decent game here, but it looks like they're going to try and re-engage. Taunt going to be coming out, doesn't land on anyone though. Dark Binding going to miss as well. That's a lot of damage for those Qs from Nim though. Holy cow. Oh, but Kapak gonna get taken out here by Zed. Oh, flashing over the wall. Hero's Entrance gonna go over. Nameheim just gonna call it good, but he's gonna get impaled back to the enemy team. Gets smited as well, but maybe your boy is a little bit too far forward. Takes so much damage in this and gets eaten up by Italis here, but Cheetah's taking real low. He still has ult. Greeds and doesn't use it, but he survives anyway. Clark is gonna get really far forward. Oh, he had the ult, didn't use it. He saw the winds of war coming, decided not to save himself.
Yep. He just looked death in the face and said, "All right, this time."
Maybe he did. Maybe he felt he deserved it for just not using it.
Um. Okay.
So anyway, how we doing, comp?
We are doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. That's definitely not to say. I don't know. I feel like all of the previous games have started with Team Trashcans being ahead, and then Team Ping either coming back or almost coming back. So I definitely feel like they do have the potential to come back, just not looking great right now with a 4-turret lead for Team Ping.
Yeah, it's not very good for them, but there is also a lot of standing gold on the map for them to take. They only have the bot lane turret. Top lane turret is pretty low, so if they're able to push out, but your boy is trying to essentially solo this Baron really early. Kabak was trying to help him, but it wasn't really able to do anything. I don't think Team Trashcans knows this is going on at all. This is just a really sneaky Baron. Good call by them, but they don't have a lot of damage. Your boy is getting really low. He's at half health already, so now Clark has to tank it. Warful's going to do some damage to it, but yeah, Trashcans has no idea this is happening. 20-minute Baron by Team Ping, taken for themselves, all 5 members with it, and now Team Trashcans is like, oh god, we made a mistake.
And,
Oh.
4 members.
Baron on 4 members.
Lulu deserves it. That evil Yordle.
I just heard the little Lulu scream as she died, and the blades coming from the item section of the screen, and that was way more satisfying than it should have been.
Yep.
Oh my god!
What?
Did you just see that?
No.
Your boy sat there and waited for Warful to come over and grab that red buff. He sat there and repeatedly backed, and just like it made it seem like he was waiting for Warful to come grab it. But as soon as Warful threw out the Q, your boy smited it.
Oh my gosh. That is definitely some.
Oh, Werfel gonna get engaged on by Nameheim here. A lot of damage going on Nameheim though. He gets killed. Werfel, what a man you are, but you are gonna get engaged on by Pax. Exhaust onto you there. Clark gonna try and taunt, but misses. The pool not quite doing enough damage to kill, but Kapat gonna try and go in. Does CC Pax there? Skarner trying to go in, get the flash ult onto Morgana. Morgana doesn't quite get taunted up, but Talus getting real low here. It's almost taken out. The ult not landing on anybody really. A boy trying to get the kill, but it goes over to Clark. Kapak getting real low. Now they just have to support Nim at this point.
Yeah, and you know what? Nim can do it. Nim has items for
For
the
once.
first time.
Oh, the flash taunt onto Bayamdena. Bayamdena getting really low. Does return damage though, but not going to do very well. The mid lane turret under fire at this point, but they don't do a whole lot of damage to turrets without the Sivir there. So they're going to have to back up even with this Baron, but they don't have the flash on Clark to re-engage this, so they're going to have to back up.
And even when they were taking the Baron, we did notice it wasn't really a lot of sustained damage. So while they are here, they are breaking open the base.
They do take out that turret, and they're going to take those inhib likely as well. Clark threatening with the taunt so that Nim can do some damage to the turret, or the inhib, but they're not going to look like they're going to engage for it. But during that time, Warful was pushing bot, and yeah, that was pretty intense. I will make a note that Werfel didn't die when he got engaged on by Nameheim and everyone else. He was able to successfully kite it out and, do the whole not dying thing.
Yeah, so none of that shutdown gold going over.
It just gets that bot tower for free. And gets out of there easy peasy.
Alright, so 23 minutes is usually where we see a big swing coming in, so I have my hopes up.
At this point, I do too, but let's take a moment to look at the kills items. She has a Nashor's Tooth, and that's it.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, Nashor's Tooth is what you build on Kale. Alright?
It is, but she also
one in
has
4.
nothing else.
She's 1 in 4. She's almost 2,000 gold behind Galio.
Yeah, but now the ult coming out from the Zera to zone off, trying to get the inhib, and they do grab it. At this point, they just need to back up, rotate toward another lane, and grab another turret. They have that massive bot wave, or that massive top wave. And so they can probably going to rotate for that, but Cheetah needs to not get caught, but they're not going on to Cheetah, they're going on to everyone else. Pax getting taken down so low by Sivir. Werfel getting the kill onto Denna. Denna taken out, and Pax taken out too. Werfel's crit's doing so much to the entire team. The Zed going in, but the ult on to Werfel, triple kill for Werfel. And Italis, you can imagine, is going to go down. Quadra kill for Werfel. the return kill onto the Galliop. That's gonna be all that happens. Kale in the backline, they're gonna melt so much, not gonna matter. That is gonna be the pentakill. Yep, there it is. I thought it timed out. Pentakill for Werfel, and that right there is going to spell GG the game. Werfel carrying them to victory in this game. 24 minutes, 25 minutes just passed for Team Ping. Congratulations to them. They are your Learning Fives Gold Plat champions.
Wow. That game was. I guess that's what happened when Team Pink gets ahead. That's really all I can say. Like, the other two games, it was Trashkanz getting ahead, and then this time Ping got ahead and just won.
Yeah, 1 in 25
I
minutes.
cannot help but feel as though maybe Team Trashcans got a little bit eager after game one, maybe a little bit cocky after game one, because they did pick the Kale, they did pick the Volley Bear, neither of which are really particularly good top laners, in my opinion. Maybe they just wanted to have fun with it, but either way, it didn't really end up working out. So, yeah, Warful just popped off.
Yeah, that was the case, but that is it. Team Ping are your Learning Fives Gold Plat champions. Now, that is officially the end of the March session for Learning Fives. Now, if you're curious as to how Learning Fives works, please join our Discord server. It is the bread and butter of our program. We have so many resources there for you. We have a lot of things, a lot of information for you. You can also see in the announcements channel when we have signups going to be going live in a few weeks. Be prepared for that. The other thing is, if you don't like leagues, you only like HOTS, I don't know why you're in this stream, but we still love you anyway. If you like HOTS and you want to learn more of it, please join our HOTS Discord. Our wonderful program director, Sylph, is the supreme overlord of that server and is able to help you get onto a team there potentially. And as always, follow Companion and I on Twitter and appreciate the memes that we post. There's one last thing, and that is please, please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a nice night, and good night to all.